Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Silva. With the catch, it's Ball. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ball. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got him.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Silva. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Silva. Got the quick pass. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Crossed the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody.
Zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that?
Wants to go up top on first down.
Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run play action. He's got him in the flat. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Otis. Under fire. Complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Skips away from pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is in...
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Dropping back, it's Otis. Here's the pressure. Got his man to the left. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Makes the grab on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looking to throw, it's Silva. Finds the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. LSU right back to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Dances away. Got a man. It's ball. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical.
Makes the grab on the left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Going to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 15. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Auburn going to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the comeback is on. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To throw, it's Silva. Caught over the middle, it's Ball. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
So now it's 2nd and long. Working the middle, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Grab near the marker. It's Ball. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air, it's Silva. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a...
Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Power football with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Auburn. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Silva. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Auburn offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense putting points on the board.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw, it's Silva. Catch in the middle, it's Ball. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Otis. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working that left side now. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take...
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got it on the run. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So here comes the Auburn offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Otis. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Really good. To pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. Off to the races. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Back to throw, it's Otis. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.